So, in this video, we're going to go over the first split of the run, which is the Huldr split, and at the end of which we get waterblink and waterblink. But before that, let me just recall that I'm playing on PC with a PS4 controller, and I just wanted to make a quick note on my live split bindings. So I use the numpad for it, and the 0 is the split button. I use 5 to reset the splits and star to pause them, even though I don't use that very often. And then I use 1 and 3 to go back to previous split and go to next split respectively, and 4 and 6 to change comparison. And at the beginning of the run, I used the keyboard to launch the run, by pressing enter, the usual enter, and 0 at the same time. Now, you want actually to have another save already so that you can skip the intro cutscene. But once you're ready, just launch your run and we go. So here I'm not using splits actually to demonstrate how to do the speedrun, but as soon as you can, just skip this cutscene and then I press right and jump in order to get up. So what I'm going to do is to demonstrate what it looks like in a run, and then I'll go over it again. So don't worry, because it's not like there's perfect movement. Just train, do it a couple of times, and you will figure out by yourself what you need to do. So this is where I want to stop for now. So let's do that again. So let me go back to the start, and notice that usually when I navigate here, I hold slide and I try to jump. Now, learning when to hold slide and when to release it is something that you will learn with experience, but I will give you a few hints. So we start from here, and as I mentioned, to get up more quickly, I mash, but I don't think you need to mash actually, right and jump. Then I hold slide and I do some jumps, some small jumps and some high jumps. So it depends how long you press the jump button. And now I kind of have a routine where I know if I should do like small jumps or high jumps to have some smooth movement and get to blink here. And usually I arrive at the blink at about 20 seconds. Then you unlock the blink, and something that is useful is how to navigate slopes like here. So what you want to do is, for instance, to slide and jump like this, but also you can add a blink to go a little bit faster. So if you slide and jump blink kind of at the same time, this will help you to navigate in slopes. And this is what we use also later on. And here you can get some smooth ledge grab, or actually skip the ledge grab. Now I usually perform 2 blinks here, and I really slide because this place is a bit tricky. You can grab a lot of things from this thing here, this one here. Slide jumping off this ledge is a bit tricky, so you may not want to slide, and it's a bit of an improvisation. But for the next part, I want actually to jump over this and hold slide on this downward slope. And then I usually jump, blink, in sequence. And this is why there's a special technique called the jump from these initials. Now I usually don't get it, but you can get a very good bounce of the right end of this section that makes you fly in the air and skip the vines. So I'm probably not going to get it now, but so I jump, blink, jump. So here actually I don't blink the second time usually. Let me show that again. That's what happens when you do things without thinking about them, actually. So jump, blink, jump, jump, blink, jump. And then you can still blink. And you arrive at these vines. So here is another important technique, is about vine climbing or ladder climbing. So what you want to do is not to climb them normally, but rather to jump, sorry. So when you're climbing the vines and you just push jump, you will go downwards. But if before jumping you hold the opposite direction, like right now to the left, and then jump, you see that you jump upwards. And so you want to do that in sequence to jump things more faster. And this is very useful all along. So sometimes, you will mess it up, like here, but mostly it's a technique that is very useful and relatively easy. So let's move on. So here I try to blink sometimes, but here I'm holding slide and jumping, and we have again this slope, so I'm doing the jump, blink, jump, blink. So now in this place, there is an invisible wall next to Galvan, so we cannot skip it fast. But you want to go there as soon as you can by doing this trick. So you want to slide off the wall on the right, hold the up direction and blink. Something like this. So slide, up, blink. And for now it's not doing anything, but when Galvan will make the magnetic block rise, then you can use it to move to the ledge. Kind of right now. So I missed, but then you can climb up here. And here again you want to hold slide, jump, and here blink and jump. So let's do that again. So slide, blink and jump. So if you come from here with a bit of momentum, slide, blink and jump, and you can reach this directly. And again, here, just blink, use this technique. You can blink here also. Usually I get it in runs like that. And here I slide and jump again. And you try to do some blinks as much as you can. Now, learning precisely when to blink, when not to blink, when to slide, when not to slide, it will come with experience. And I don't claim to do it perfectly. So you have to try for yourself to see what you're confident with, and then improve your step by step. So here again, I will mostly hold slide and try to blink. You can try to avoid this corner. Sometimes you get a boost here. So here, I really slide to have this higher jump. But here I'm holding slide again, trying to blink through this, blink here, jump, blink, jump, and I get the cloak. And usually I want to be here at 1 minute 45, 1 minute 50 would be a decent time to be here. So now we have the cloak, and here, let me try to explain as well. So again, it will take some experience. It's not the only way to do it, but I usually blink, hold the cloak, and here I slide then. So sometimes you wonk against the ceiling here, but so it's kind of blink, escape, and slide here. So you need to put the cloak, and also you can see that if you hold slide, you will just stop at some point. So you may want to really slide or to blink, depending on how things go. So blink, cloak, slide, jump, cloak, and blink. And here you can hold slide and keep your momentum and blink. But you don't want to blink too much here because you need it actually right now. So from this ledge you want to drop and to blink. Well, of course I missed because I'm not in the momentum of a run. But let me show that again. So you want to drop and to blink to get to this ledge here. Sometimes you don't even grab the ledge. And from here, you want to move right, hold slide and hold the cloak, which will allow you then to blink through the grid and you still hold slide and still hold the cloak, and you should go to the right side of the next room. So let me show you. So actually I jumped here, but it's not necessary. But the second time I jumped. Let me show that again. So here I will hold right, slide, use the cloak. Apparently I also jump, then blink. On the other side I will jump and blink again if I don't go far enough. Like this. And here, same, you can hold slide, put the cloak when you feel comfortable to reach to this part, drop down. And here you go to the right, but don't slide just yet. So usually what I do here is I go to the right, I blink, and then I start to slide, I jump, and I put the cloak. Something like this. And you see that if you release the cloak so that you don't stick to the ceiling, you will be pushed to the right. If you stick like this is not good. So something like this. And with another blink you can reach here. Even when you have momentum in a run, you can get to here pretty smoothly. Something like this can happen in a run. And while you're here, keep slide and jump. You can blink also and you reach to this part. Now, here you have two possibilities. And I will demonstrate both. First, you can use a bonk of this magnet. The way to do it is to use the cloak. So notice that if I use the cloak while I'm in the air, I'm pushed faster to the magnet. So you want to do that on the edge here, but when you land, you want to be sliding and jump. So let me show it all together. So jump, cloak, slide, jump, and release the cloak to be able to escape the magnet. Something like this. And you see here, I could blink and grab the ledge. So sometimes you need to, do it like several times to get a good one, like this, but eventually you should be able to get a good boost and grab this ledge either by blinking or blinking above it. So this is the first possibility, but if you are not comfortable with this technique, you can also go to this side and do a rotated blink, sorry. So notice that if Lumina is rotated like this, if I blink while pushing up, I will blink upwards. Now the goal is to do it to reach the ledge. So I want to be moving here, release the cloak and jump, and put back the cloak to rotate again. You see, here I could almost get the ledge, so if I add a blink on top of it, I can get to it. So now I'm not really used to doing this anymore, so maybe I will need a couple of attempts. But this is something that is possible. Something like this. So this is rotated blink. Anyway, now especially with the bonk, I want to be here at around 225 to 235. So around 230. And here, out of the well, I just blink several times to the left, and usually I hold slide here. It doesn't change much. And when we get the item here, at the moment that you can open the map, actually you want to press menu and quit and reload. And this skips the cutscene for the map. Out of this, you should not wait for too long because it will open the map if you wait for too long. Out of this, I usually blink and then slide, jump, blink as usual. Slope, blink. Here, you can use the magnet and do something like this. So here, sometimes I get a boost, and so if you get the boost and you slide, here you can just blink without jumping and you grab like the upper part of the vines. Now from this part, sometimes you can get very good movement. We'll see what it gives us now that I'm explaining. But you don't want to to swim in the water. You want to reach the island in the middle. To do so, jump here, and when you land on the magnet, put the cloak without sliding. So cloak and jump, but without sliding. Then you can do 2 blinks in the air, and you should be able to reach the island on which you want to slide. So something like this. So here I was almost, I didn't go far enough, so I landed on the ledge, but still I didn't swim. Let's try to show that again. So here it was still not perfect, but I did not bonk on the edge of the island. And here you can slide and jump, blink, and so on to reach this part where you want to activate the cloak and blink through the waterfall. And sometimes you will get boosts or get very smooth movements through here. This is very satisfying. So, and so don't forget to put the cloak to reach to this. You can also blink. Sometimes you fall down, so if you feel like you're going too fast and you're afraid to fall down, just release slide and it will slow you down. And here you go on this, you blink. So this is more a standard movement. And here I slide and blink through the waterfall. Now, same here. You want to slide, jump, and I blink here. But don't blink again because we need the blink to cross this electricity. Here I usually jump when I'm on the flower. So I go right, I jump, and then you have to blink through this, blink again, and blink with the up direction. For the next room, then I press the cloak. So here it's you have some magnets, so that's why it's doing this. But I usually press the cloak as soon as I can, and then I hold slide, and I jump. The first time is not important, but then I have to jump a second time here while holding slide and having some momentum, and blink through the waterfall. So cloak, slide, jump, blink, and you should reach this part. If you're not comfortable, just wait a bit in the middle and blink again through the second waterfall. With good momentum, you can even go far enough to the right that you don't grab the ledge. Next, we have this magnetic well. So in this, you want to avoid the red flowers that are above. And if you manage it properly and hold slide when you land, you should get a boost. With this boost, I then jump several times and reach for the cliff where Huldr is standing. Over there, I grab the ledge, and then I have to quickly go up, jump, and blink so that she doesn't hit me. Some other people do it a little bit differently. Let's try to see if I can pull this off now. Like this, and like this. And then I slide and I blink, or, to get up to here. Don't worry if you cannot manage to get the boost. You can always do the thing normally by going into the water beneath. So here also with some smooth movement, you can go pretty fast and slide here. And if you have some good speed that the game doesn't want to give me right now, you can jump and reach for this directly with a blink. If not, don't worry, you can always use this magnetic cube and use the cloak and reach it also. And even so, here you want to blink to get the vines, but even if you fall down, you can jump with the grew eggs. And then I try to use a blink here and get the bounce of the eggs. Here I use the cloak and blink up. So usually I want to be diving into the water at around 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Or 3 minutes and 50 seconds. If it's 4 minutes, it's still okay, but that's what I want to see. For the next part, we have a bit of a Huldr chase again. So I will hold slide and jump. And at the left end of this corridor, I want to do a slide jump. So you hold slide and jump, and then you turn direction in midair. You can also blink at the end of it. You do the same on the right. But for the right one, you can use the cloak because there's a red magnet to help you. So let me show that to you. So I'm sliding and jumping. Here I change direction, and here again. And I can use the cloak. And here you would want to like keep sliding and jumping to go as fast as you can. In this room, note that you can get a very good bounce of the glue eggs at the bottom left of the screen right now to get up to the ledge at the top left of the screen. I usually don't get this. I will try to put a clip of it in the video, but know that it's possible to get it. And if you get high enough but don't quite grab the ledge, you can try to mash jump to get up enough. But usually I don't get it. I just try to go for it. And you want to grab this ledge. If you miss the ledge somehow, or the glue jump, the egg jump, you can back it up by just sliding here and jumping. And you go to the next part where Huldr is now waiting, but usually you have to wait for her. And here it's the same. I use slide and jump and blink through Huldr. Like this. And here you can also use the magnetism to lift you up a bit. On this part, I try to slide jump on this slope to avoid the cube. So of course now I bonked, but something like this. But here you don't want to blink. And the reason is that we need a blink to set up this new egg bounce. So when you arrive around here at the edge of the flat part of the ground, you want to jump and blink to reach to the corner on the right. And this way you don't trigger the eggs. Now you want to drop down without holding any direction. And when the glue eggs will explode, you want to jump. When you're in the air, you want to push left and blink to avoid these wooden and rocky corners. Now this will take some practice to get it correctly, but at least grabbing this ledge is a good setup that was found by the Oxymore. So let's try to do it like this. And you can even grab the Huldr's hair if you do it properly. So this was a very nice glue egg bounce. But if you miss it, you can have several backups. First, you can do the slide, jump, blink strat on this slope. So something like this, and you might eventually get a good bounce that allows you to grab the ledge. So let's see. So sometimes it takes a bit of time to get it, so this is not perfect. Oh, this was almost it. Oh, I thought this was good. Like this. Okay, so you see, it's not that easy to get. Or a more easy backup is actually, an easier backup is actually to come here, get the cube, use the cape to do a cape throw, and with the cube over there, you can just use the claw to reach to this ledge. So here, if you jump and blink, then you can just do the left jump to reach to this. Here usually I slide, jump, and blink, and again I jump and right jump. And we're almost at Huldr. So here you can blink once or twice again. And here you can grab the cube and do a cape throw to activate the boss fight. Now we just need to hit Huldr 3 times up and down. And as you can see, I usually blink after throwing the cube. So I do a diagonal right throw, up right throw. And I usually blink because I never really know if the cube is going to bounce far away or not. So just in case, you know. And once you hit the last time, you can use the cloak, jump, and die on the eggs. So now you get the water blink and wire blink, and this is usually where I split. And for me, a good time for the split is sub 5 minutes is a very good time. 5 minutes to 5 minute 10 is a good time. And 5 minute 10 to 5 minute 20 is kind of okay-ish time. But I should emphasize that it took me a long time to get this split below 5 minute 20. So don't worry if during your first runs you do more or you die on the way or you don't have perfect movements. This will come with practice. So don't reset every time you do some small mistake. Just keep practicing and eventually you'll break that barrier and your times will improve. So thanks a lot for watching this first part, and I'll see you in the next video.